So, a couple years ago, I was introduced to an incredible story. It's a story that has partially to do with, well, a lot to do with a man named the name of Janusz Korczak. He was an incredible writer, a doctor, an educator, and he had his own radio show, and he was also a child activist in the 20s, in a time when people in the Western world didn't consider such things to exist. He was such a big influence in what he did that a huge part of what things that he wrote became the child part of, I think, more than half of the Children's Rights Amendment. So he is prevalent today in many, many ways. More people know things that he's written than know about him. He was the head of a Jewish children's orphanage in Warsaw when the war broke out. And him and his 11 staff and 200 children at the time were forced into the ghetto. He was so well known all over Europe, even in Germany, that his colleagues were in touch with him quickly and were just like, Janusz, you don't have to do this. We can get you papers. We'll get you out of this. And his answer was, I would never leave a child in a time of sickness. Why would I leave these children now? And so he went into the ghetto with them all, and he provided for them the best that he could, and he also helped them live and survive in there by remembering what was outside the walls. You know, remembering what was in their hearts, the meadows they played in, the streams that they played in, the songs that they'd sing. He also wrote plays that the children performed for everybody else in the ghetto to kind of help everyone deal with what was going on around them. And on August 6, 1942, they were all set to be sent to work camp. And as the day grew near, Janusz found out that they were actually being sent to Treblinka, which was a death camp. And again, all his colleagues from the outside were like, Janusz, you don't have to do this, we can get you out, we'll get you papers. And his answer was still the same. I would never leave a child in a time of sickness. Why would I leave these children now? And so on August 6, 1942, they all got dressed up in their best clothes, and they held each other's hands, and they had huge smiles on their faces, and they sang the songs of the orphanage, holding the orphanage flags, and they marched through the streets of Treblinka, marched through the streets of Warsaw with dignity onto the trains to Treblinka. A story that is so incredibly powerful, that has affected a lot of people worldwide. And now there are well over 30 Janusz Korczak associations worldwide. And 2 years ago, the first international convention was held in Russia, and there was over 150 countries represented. Because I think after a while, we all kind of caught on that children are some of the most important people on this planet, if not the most important people on this planet. And their voices are as equally important to us. And we owe that to them to keep their voices alive. And I've had the honor to be a part of the annual newsletter that goes out from Canada to all the countries at the end of this year. And this song is going to be published in it. It's a real honor for me to be a part of it. This song is called The Little Review, which is the name of the only ever newspaper that was written by children, edited by children, printed on printing presses by children, and published. And that was run by Janusz in the orphanage. And this is for them. One by one, they all file into the street. Take your hand and you show them the way. Rivers running, the sun is high above, running free on the forest floor, dressed up fine in their summer best. Packed up little dreams for the road, for the road. One by one, meadows filled with flowers, running free, and you show them the way. Leave behind all these crumbling walls. Leave behind all the sadness and sorrow. Beaming hearts singing it all through the streets. One by one, little kings, little queens. Precious wonders take you away. Follow your heart, let them take you away. Precious wonders take you away. Follow your heart, let them take you away. Imagine blue skies, no clouds. Imagine sunlight in the heart of everyone. Imagine stories your future can hold. Packed up little dreams for the road, for the road. One by one, they all hold his high. Take your hand and you show them the way. Smiling wide as they walk through the streets. One by one, little kings, little queens. Precious wonders take you away. Follow your heart, let them take you away. Precious wonders take you away.